And then we'll open the floor up to players. Or to the players and maybe have to ask questions.
I thought that was a great game by both teams. Very competitive right from the beginning, and obviously we're used to that, especially playing against Duquesne. Every single time we play them, it's a tough game, and usually right down to the wire. You know, when we played them in January, it was the same thing. But I'm just happy that we're able to survive and advance. That's what March Madness is all about, survive and advance. I thought these two guys especially, when Shey went down, the look in BJ's eyes said it all. I definitely knew that we were going to come out of here with a win. You know, she took the team on her back and made big plays for us. And then Rateska coming in and providing, you know, some positive minutes for us. And then Shey took us home down the stretch.
Tonya, can you talk about the defensive stretch in the second half where you held them basically without a field goal, which allowed you to come from 8 down to the lead? Can you talk about the impact that had in the game?
I thought early on, you know, our game plan is always to try to make sure Gensler doesn't really get any shots, and she made her first 2 threes. Last game we held her, you know, without a field goal, so we knew that we had to buckle down. If their best player is getting wide open threes, that's not a good sign. And at halftime, we talked about, you know, making sure that we're committed on the defensive end, and if we're committed on the defensive end and get stops, we can get out and transition a little quicker and not allow them to just set up in their defense. But I thought we did a much better job of communicating and switching and, you know, talking about how we were going to defend.
Shey, you seemed noticeably upset in the first half, and saw you at one point pull Brittany aside for a little bit and talk to her. What was going on with the team in the first half that you guys just seemed like you were out of it?
I think we was nervous to come out. We had jitters. You know, everybody was more so excited just to try to hurry up in school. And I think we were trying to win a game in one play. And I think the second half, you know, in the locker room we talked about it, like everybody settled down, and we came out and we played the way that we wanted to play.
Shey, how much of a sense of urgency did you feel coming down the stretch?
A lot. You know, I feel like we could have played better than we started, and as the time kept ticking, I realized I didn't want this to be my last game, and I think we all kind of felt, okay, now we can really be beaten right now. So we all just came together and we just said I didn't know how to play.
Coach, what did you tell the team in the second half, or at halftime?
Basically that we played really bad. I probably didn't use those words, but that, you know, that wasn't a good half for us, you know, on the defensive end. And even on the offensive end, we looked sporadic, you know, all over the place. The shots that we were taking couldn't really get into our offense. So just basically trying to settle them down. You know, it was our first game, you know, in a couple of days, and I know that there was some jitters. I could see it at the beginning. Trying to point it out that, you know, we're a good basketball team, and not to allow, you know, the jitters to get the best of you. And if we settled down and played good defense, that our offense would definitely get us rolling.
Coach, your team had more turnovers in the first half than made field goals. Their zone defense seemed to frustrate you guys. Was that something you were expecting from them, or is that something that surprised you?
No, the first time we played them, we had 27 turnovers, so this was an improvement.
Shey, you had 5 turnovers in the first half. You finished the game with 5. Was it something that you switched in your game, or was it just kind of you figured out what they were doing to, you know, prevent that in the second half?
I guess it was a little bit of both. I know in the first half I felt like I was trying to do too much, and I just needed to settle down and let my game come to me. And I feel like I was rushing a lot, and I was out of it. Like I was getting frustrated with myself. And the second half, like I said, I just let it come to me and kept getting turned the ball over.
So Shey, if Tonya was born in Brookline, would you still transfer to Temple?
Brookline?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Cambridge?
Yes. Boston, Southern.
It didn't matter. I was still her idol. So
BJ, the coach has said a little bit earlier it's a good to survive and move on. I mean, how much of a relief that was that for the team, and you know, would it make it a little less strenuous as we go along?
I think it was a great relief for us. I think coming into this, everybody was so anxious and ready to play, and I think we thought that we were going to come out in the first half and we were just going to blow them out, and And for that not to happen, I think it kind of, did something with our minds. But I think that we handled it great. Duquesne's a great team. They're physical, and they came out and they played us hard and smart. And I think we did a great job of fighting and just showing our character within this game.